It's gotta stand. We have to sit.
Yeah.
We've got a big 3-song show coming. It'd be
Probably
fun.
safer to stand, potentially, as well. How's that?
I think it's gonna work. It's okay, I'm good.
Perfect.
No questions?
I'll start. I really love how you kind of you give us dick jokes early, and then you lead us to arguments for racial harmony.
Right.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
And how much of that was the intent? Where did it all come from initially?
I think it started probably with the escalator ride down the escalator. It's when we first started. We had a whole different plan for a whole different project and a whole different thing, and then current events were just like, okay, we can't ignore the current events and the current climate and the things that are going down. So it was really just, you know, a reaction to the times, and then we were like, we're gonna do a post-apocalyptic. We gotta go post-apocalyptic.
That was early.
And we realized all the best movies are post-apocalyptic, so it'll be a good, you know, because you got Terminator,
Road Warrior.
Matrix. These are the 3 best movies.
Yeah.
That's objectively
We should all try to emulate those
And
masterpieces.
and then we knew we were going to start off with, you know, the end of the world, and then we would find a 2-headed dog. And it was just sort of writing itself.
We knew we wanted to jump the shark and nuke the fridge.
We knew there had yes.
Gotta get that out of the way.
Yeah, because that's what franchises do in desperation. When they're almost dead, that's when the Fonzie has to jump the shark. And we felt like we were at that stage.
Yeah.
Maybe it's time for us to jump the shark and really just embrace it, and then nuke the fridge, and then you can start anew with a brand new palette and a new world. New possibilities. And then we knew that we had to find a cave women tribe, and that they would just want our seed. So we knew that early. And then we knew we were going to go into space. There was a space Valhalla, but only for the fucking rich.
And we had to break up.
And then we had to break up. And
There were things that had to
And
happen.
then it got foggy. It took years, by the way. This took, well, since the escalator, so there's years. And we were thinking we got stuck at 3 for a long time, for weeks and weeks. We're like, what happens then? I know there's a Terminator. I know we're going to end up at the White House, but what exactly? And then we cracked the code on the time travel, the Terminator time thing, where the Terminator came back in time and it was sent from
The baby.
from Jables Jr.
But
It was just sort of writing itself really slowly. And then we obviously stole from a lot of things. You know, there's a lot of
That's some Wizard of Oz.
There's a little
Pinocchio
Bugs
and,
Bunny,
Bugs Bunny.
and with the yoo-hoo. And then it's very it's just, you know, it's real childish. It came from like a teenager mind from those days in our teenage years.
We might still be there.
But then it was also, in some ways it's our most immature thing, and then but also it's the first time we've kind of like dealt with the real world events and stuff. So in a way, it's our most mature and our most immature at the same time.
We usually just sing about ourselves.
And there's a lot of cocks. I'm just really good at drawing cocks.
Yeah. When did you know that you were going the animated style and that you were going to draw all those cocks? Like, was that at the beginning? You saw
I
the
knew
escalator
from
and you were
out
like,
of the
I'm going to
gate,
draw a cock.
There's gonna be some cocks. I like drawing that curve. Mushroom cap. And I think that when you're talking about the end of the world, you can't ignore the fucking cock and the end of the world. There's a correlation there, because there's a good chance if we fucking destroy the world, it'll be because of one person's obsession and insecurity about their own cock. And they push the button. I'll show you how big my cock is. That is like scary, how that actually could be the end of all of us. Is the obsession with penises, and it's so sick, and it needs to be addressed.
Thank God we did.
Save the world. Save the world.
All right, so we'll take it to questions from you guys. This is being simulcast into another theater, so we'll make sure we repeat questions.
Hello, other theater. Thanks for watching.
There's a eager hand here in the very front row.
How did you get Schwarzenegger to reprise his role as
How did you get Schwarzenegger to reprise his role as a Terminator? Is that question?
We just asked him. We said, Arnold Schwarzenegger, would you please reprise your role as the Terminator? And he said,
I got to ask James Cameron if it's okay. And he said it's okay.
You think?
So we're going to do it.
You think we're okay with like copyright and stuff? Or are they going to come after us?
I don't know what the, well,
It's kind of, we just kind of took it.
I don't know. Do you think we're going to get sued?
I feel like a Terminator is just like a thing. It's like a robot. It's just a thing.
You made it clear it was a Timinator the whole time. It's fine.
Timinator. You're right.
That's right, it's a Timinator. It's a Timinator.
Yes, I'll have another front way question.
How long is YouTube going to allow this to stay up?
How long is YouTube going to allow this to stay up?
Too spicy, you saying?
We've asked that same question.
Yeah, we've asked that
I mean, we're
question.
going to put, like, there's a red band warning at the beginning, and it's at the maximum level of you have to, like, I don't know. That my kids know how to get around the
Break through the
protection
firewall.
zone. Look, we tried to sell it to Netflix and Amazon, and they didn't want it. We were forced to go to YouTube. With, by the way, I'm glad there's a place we can put it up where people can see it, and you know, in a way, it's kind of nice that it's free, and you know, anyone who's interested can
no
check
censorship.
it out.
Yes.
Pick of Destiny 2?
Pick of
Pick of
Destiny
Destiny
2 is just a
Well,
title.
this basically was
Yeah.
Pick of Destiny 2.
Sorry.
I mean, there's not gonna be a Pick of Destiny 2, but there's like Tenacious D in, and like, you know, there's no Raiders of the Lost Ark 2. It's just like, what's his name in another adventure?
What was the next one? The volcano of something.
Yeah.
I see a hand up there, yeah.
The depiction of KG's anus based on true anatomy.
Was the depiction of KG's anus
Oh, sure, no problem.
based on true anatomy?
It's it's remarkably similar to a cat butt.
It looks like an asterisk.
Yeah, I enjoyed that the KG butthole
I enjoyed
sequence.
looking at it.
It's good. There's a tenderness to it.
Yes.
So the Crystal of Gilgamesh clearly came from heavy metal, over from heavy metal.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I
The
know.
Crystal of
I didn't even
Gilgamesh
think of that.
clearly came from heavy
We
metal.
totally stole that from heavy
We
metal.
stole it, but
Oh.
we didn't know.
Think of that.
We just, yeah,
Love
sorry.
heavy metal.
Are they coming after us too?
I've forgotten all the things that I've said.
Yeah.
We're just a fucking
Shameless.
amalgamation of stolen things, and
Sorry.
we forgot that we fucking stole it.
It sounded familiar.
Where did we
I
come up
love
with
heavy
it?
metal.
Was that a question or just an
Mind.
accusation?
It's an accusation.
What your favorite segment of heavy metal was and where it came from?
What is your favorite
I like the
segment
first
of
one.
heavy metal?
The cab driver one? No, it's good.
I think that was Sammy Hagar's best song. That song from Get Your One-Way Ticket to Midnight. Wanted heavy metal noise. Ow! But all the jams, there's some good jams in that movie.
In heavy metal, though, what is the crystal? of
Ronnie
Gilgamesh?
James Dio with Sabbath throwing down hard. Kill the preacher and something. And I don't remember the lyrics, but that was a good part.
Yes.
Devo had a good song in there too.
Probably a lot of work to do, but have you thought about if you wanted to do more of these and what you like?
Have you thought about if you want to do more of these?
I'd love to, but you have to draw it all. So
That was, well, the whole plan was that we were going to just do the first episode and then take it around to the networks and say we want to do, you know, a season and then like a bunch of
yeah,
seasons.
let
of-
those offers come
So
rolling in.
yeah, the plan is that we would do more, but it wouldn't be Post-Apocalypto 2. It would just be Tenacious D in something else. And then I feel like you're asking what's next, and I'm not gonna tell you. We don't know yet.
We don't know.
Yes.
You guys talked about a new album coming out. Is that going to be tied in with Post-Apocalypto, or is it going to be completely separate?
It's actually called Post-Apocalypto.
Talking about a
Yeah.
new album
The
coming
new
out.
album is the soundtrack to this movie.
So
And yeah, that will be released in its entirety. But as these are going to roll out on YouTube as episodes. Each chapter will be an episode, and once a week it'll come out like a real TV show. And then the songs from that episode will be available as the episodes air on all the various platforms. But at the end there'll be a vinyl and a CD and whatever. But yeah,
CDs.
We got
Who
enough.
listens to CDs?
I know.
Love them. Love
I
'em.
love us.
There might be more Alamo screenings a little bit.
Oh yeah. So that's the plan too. That we're gonna do a little limited theatrical run with Alamo.
Right on.
Love that.
Thank you, Alan.
Any? Yes. Yeah.
When you first got started out in acting, was it always your goal to be able to see your animated penis on a giant screen like that?
When you first got started in acting, was
Why
it
would that
always your
relate to
goal
acting, though?
to see your animated penis
I don't know how
on a
being an
giant
actor
screen?
relates to that.
Well, I have been drawing penises for a long time. You know, they say that Picasso masturbated to his own drawings. And I have to confess, I also one time
Whoa!
rubbed one out. There was a certain position that I wanted to see that I wasn't seeing in any of the various sexy magazines.
That man's hand
and
is
I
high.
drew it and masturbated to it. I guess that means I'm the next Picasso. Next question. Oh no, I've never masturbated to Picasso. Which one? What's his sexiest one? No, I don't think it would be cool to see the one that he rubbed one out to. Because I don't think he ever sold. I think he might have like crumpled it as soon as he was finished with it. In shame.
All right, we're going to do one more, and I saw a hand here. Yes.
Are you ready for any Trump tweets about this coming forward?
That's a fun one. Are you ready for Trump tweets?
I don't think we're on his
forward?
radar, are we?
No, I mean, one can only hope, right? That's the best. That's the best advertisement there is, I suppose. But yeah.
To be continued on Twitter. Thank you guys so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you, guys.
Tenacious C.
Great.
We'll be in the highball shortly. We'll be on YouTube very shortly as well. And we'll also be back in Alamo Theaters.